Welcome back once again. Listen, this is new news to me. I just saw something online where in Australia, there is this uprising of people who are saying that their religion is Jediism. Basically, they're using the Jedi beliefs as their religious beliefs. You know, Jedi's from the movie Star Wars. Yes, from the Star Wars universe. And it's crazy. It's crazy. People are funny. First of all, people are funny. They do lots and lots of funny things. But that's not even the craziest part of it. Um, like I said, new news to me. I think that most Australians, or there's an organization of atheist people in Australia, and they are furious, or I would say not furious, but they're worried and scared about all these people who are marking down on their senses that their religion's beliefs is Jedi, because they're saying that's saying you have religious beliefs, period. If you don't have any, don't put anything. But if you put something down, that will let the world know that you have religious beliefs there. And they're afraid if there's more people with religious beliefs there, that they will change how the economy is over there. And then they will start raising, like putting taxes on the land and everything. They just have a feeling, a money issue, basically. They're worried about that. Like that's going to affect what happens over there with their laws, their government, whatever. And it's going to affect their economy. And that's hilarious to me, because obviously they know these people are joking around. But some people, you know, if you do things in the world, like if you joke, people want to take it as, hey, this is serious. But you put a joke down, I'm going to take your joke as serious. I know you're joking, but you shouldn't have put that down. So now we're going to start enforcing this and doing that. So I see where they're coming from, the Atheist Foundation. They're scared. But it's crazy. I'm like, what are you, atheist because you don't want certain laws to be passed, or you don't want to pay a certain amount of money for certain things, or are you atheist because you really believe that there is no higher being, or you don't believe in God, whatever. You know, I don't know. Like, do you have an agenda here? Because your beliefs are your beliefs. You shouldn't care what other people are doing. Like, I mean, it is kind of confusing, because if you have some religious beliefs and somebody else doesn't, they're probably worried about how the surrounding area of where they live or where they congregate, how it's going to be because of other people who are affecting that. You know, if somebody's atheist and you're in a group of Christians, and that atheist person is a friend of yours, there could be some conflict there. So it could start conflict, but they're not even worried about conflict. They seem to know that these people are just joking around. But I wonder how many people are actually joking around. You know, I mean, picture that for a moment. Some people actually believe, hey, you know what? I believe in the Force, and I believe that it's real. It's probably not called the Force, but there's something that connecting us, because there are people out here that will do stuff like that. I believe it was Dave Chappelle who said, you know why they always have a number in movies that's always start with 555? They don't want to give out any real numbers, because there's some idiots that will call that number and be like, hello, can I speak to Indiana Jones? And it's like, oh my gosh, it's just a movie. There are people who are like that. People get so immersed in certain things, especially fiction. Knowing it's fiction, knowing somebody like George Lucas made up Jedis and all that, and some people just wish that it was real so bad, or they want it to be real, that they start just believing it. They're convincing themselves like this can be real. This is real. And that's what I do. Whatever. But I do think it's a joke. I think it's a joke, and I think some people, you know, there's a big following for Star Wars. There's lots and lots of fans. Me, I'm addicted to Star Wars. I'm a huge fan. Crazy. You know, I'm crazy about it. But I mean, you know, I wouldn't put that down as my religious beliefs. You know what I mean? But that's funny to me. It's really wild, and it's funny. It's funny. But now you got the Atheist Foundation really upset at them, like, hey, what the hell are you doing? It's hilarious. I mean, I'm going to research this. I'm really going to look into this to see, like what is most of the population in Australia atheists. I believe the Aborigines, I don't even know what their beliefs are, but the Aborigines were overtaken by white men of the world some like 200 years ago. I believe Australia just celebrated 200 years a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, something like that. I wonder what the Aborigines' beliefs was. This is cool, because this gives me something to research. I love doing research. I love reading on stuff. I don't know everything, so everything you hear me saying here now is just what I read, and this is just what I'm thinking is probably going on. But, you know, I'm going to research it, so please don't attack me like, hey, what the hell are you talking about? We're not all atheists over here. If anybody from Australia is watching my channel. But you know, it's pretty interesting. You guys should check it out. I mean, it's on a couple of sites. I believe comicbook.com had it on there. Check it out. You know, Australians saying their religion is Jedi. You know, their beliefs, religious belief. It's phenomenal. Anyway, like the video if you like the video. Write some comments. Share it and subscribe it. Get the word out there. We need to know what's going on in Australia, you know, for purely research purposes. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll get back to you guys next time. Footage earlier this year, and I for some reason, I just had a feeling that movie was going to knock my socks off. I think I would have preferred seeing Wonder Woman in an even more ancient setting, you know, even further back in history. I wanted to see something like that, where it would be